Thank you. And to the Leader of the House, it is an honour to be able to speak here in relation to John Bruton, and I suppose to pay tribute, and I suppose firstly just to remember his family. We all know what it's like to make sacrifice, as a public representative, and I'm sure for John as well, the hours that he gave for the country and for us, I suppose, in the Dáil and here. It was hours that he wasn't with his family, and I suppose you just remember at times like this that it was a real sacrifice that he gave. Again, I know so many people have paid tribute here. For me, I knew John as, I guess, a citizen, really. I knew him from seeing him on the television. I knew him from seeing him on TV as our Taoiseach, and I listened, and I was at home yesterday to see the tributes that were paid and the people that acknowledged the work that he did. I listened to Minister Helen McEntee talk about how his word was his bond. I heard the piece and saw the piece that he did just before the divorce referendum, and how he spoke about how we need to think of others. And I really thought that's a mark of the man. That when you are going out to vote in this referendum, that you might have a perfect, happy marriage, but to think of others that we know that are in difficult situations. And I just thought, there's something to be said there about someone who has empathy and who has an understanding and who could see his country and society as it was and how it should be. And I thought that was extremely strong. I know that we've had a sad time recently, and I know in Roscommon as well, and Senator Murphy spoke about this, about the passing as well in our own area of John Connor as well, and the sadness around that. But the sadness here, I suppose, and for people who have been representatives in our area in Roscommon, Galway, I know for Senator Michael Mullins, he has spoken very much about John Bruton's integrity, which was absolutely outstanding. He said that it was literally his work in many departments over the years that laid the foundation for the economy that we see today. And they spoke about that in the news as well yesterday, about how the budgets that they strove to put together as parts of all of these coalitions, that a lot of that was actually adopted at a later stage. The work that he did in a financial setting was actually adopted long term. In other governments, the work that he did and the work that he started. And I thought that is, when you look at a country that suffered so badly in the 50s and 60s in terms of poverty, an era that he would have known well, in terms of his family and background, but also to have seen the impact of immigration in the 80s in particular, and to now see a country that's at full employment and the highest population ever. Is there any better tribute to the work that's been done over decades to get us to this point here? To me, I just want to say, I guess, that it's an honour to be here as a member of Fine Gael, to be able to speak on behalf of his tribe, of his party. And I think that we're all the better for having had John Bruton as our Taoiseach in this country. And I think as citizens across the country, they would have seen the work that he did and how politics was a politics of consensus, as has been said. He believed in making the impossible possible. And I really think that that's something that's magic about politics. It really is. And yeah, just grudge, Asher and Adam. Good. Thank you.